Viewers, thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to do another reading and trying this new format where I am sometimes on camera and sometimes you're looking down at the cards because some people really like to see the cards. So we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Last video, everybody, the phone went flying. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time. We shall see. But I do want to read on a few different things. Well, Netanyahu's in trouble. So that is interesting. You know, he's been in trouble for corruption, bribery, accepting lavish gifts, exchanging some favorable treatment of some sort for news media to give him positive coverage, things like that. He's been in some trouble, and now he's being indicted. So I do want to see how things are going for him, how they will go for him. He was not ousted or anything. He remained after the last two, I believe, elections. He hasn't been able to form a new government, which is the mandate, apparently, and it's twice failed. And so people are thinking he may have to step down anyways. But what's going on with Netanyahu then? All right, Spirit, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this down so you guys can see now. All right. So we have the Two of Wands right now for him. So he is definitely exploring his options. He's definitely looking into some things. He is looking to Trump. I mean, he's looking across the sea. He is looking at his allies. He wants support. He wants international support at this point. He needs it. All right. The challenge for him, the High Priestess, there's more than this, that means. That means that, okay, they're on to some of his secrets, but there are plenty more. And the fact that he gets the Two of Wands makes me wonder if they're sort of like internationally coordinated efforts. Underneath it all, we have, he wants that job again. Of course, he wants to stay in power, the Page of Coins. He wants to, sometimes that's a new job. He wants to form a new government. He wants to stay. He is determined. Behind it all, we have the Eight of Swords. He is trapped in this. They have evidence. It is going to move forward. He's not in jail, so that can't mean that, but it threatens. Above it all, we have the Eight of Coins. He's learning, I see him sort of subserviently asking for support. Yes, from the U.S., but from other countries as well. In a sort of an apprentice like, okay, what should I do? What should I do? Give me guidance. He is, that means he is bartering favors himself. He is wanting some international support and he's making some promises. Well, then I'll do this for you. It's just more corruption to remedy the corruption. Ten of Wands in the immediate future. It's very overburdening, though. It doesn't go well for him at all. Here, let me move this over so you guys can see. At the root of the matter, we have the Hermit. He's more alone on this than he would like to be. He is definitely a lot more alone on this than he would like to be. He doesn't like it. There are not people lining up to support him. Also, he recently allowed West Bank settlements, which means that he's like okay with Jewish citizens taking over Palestinian home places. That's what I believe it is. It's like they just, oh sure, just take them over. What? We have the Knight of Swords for his immediate environment. How can I win this? How can I win this? I'm going to win this. I've won before. I'm going to win this battle. That's what he's saying to himself right now. But in the hopes and fears, we have the Six of Swords. There's a long lesson. It'll take a while. He's going to learn some hard things. We have the Nine of Swords for the outcome. So he's still worried. This does not resolve quickly. He is still quite worried. He doesn't get the support he would like. Nine of Coins is the clarifier because there's been money he's taken. He's lived a lavish lifestyle. He's socked away money and it's just waiting to be discovered. And the clarification also is the Queen of Wands. Also, that Democrats rising energy in our politics, in the House And now, who knows? Presidency, right? So he is very worried about what will happen next. He feels like if that happens, if Trump loses the election or Trump is somehow out of there, he feels like he is in big trouble. He likes Pence. You know, Pence's right, Christian right kind of ideology does lead that whole group to sort of want to favor Israel, the Jewish people, over the Palestinians. So he would like Pence, but, you know, what about this? What about that? What if the dominant energies in American politics change? Then what? Then he's got troubles. All right, anything more? Oh boy. 10 of Swords. So in other words, the 9 of Swords, the devastation he fears is coming. It's coming. You know, the 9's going to turn into the 10, and it's going to be about money. It's going to be about bribery. Because there are more secrets that have yet to come out and will come out if the investigation goes forward. Yeah, I don't think he's doing too well here at all. He's going to be around for a little while, but I don't know how long. How long, Spirit? Do we know? I don't know. We have a little bit of good news. I don't know if that means he gets a little bit of good news or this is just a little bit of good news. It suggests to me it's the beginning. All right. All right. Well, I thank you. Now let's look at, who should we look at now? Oh, goodness. And maybe I do want to talk to the camera a little bit while I'm shuffling. I didn't knock the camera into the air. Yay. Okay. So I am just wanting to talk a little bit about this because I think we should all do some research. The people who watch videos and videos like these are probably fully aware of how horrible it is in the Gaza Strip, how horrible it is for the Palestinians there, how they have no options. They just have no options to improve their lives, improve their security. It's awful. So I do encourage people to read up on that. You know, it's good for us all to be informed and have clarity and good judgment, right? That's one pops out. Okay, so now let's talk about, I want to talk about Brexit as well. So, right, we still have Boris Johnson there, although there will be an election. That's important to know. That'll be, I don't know, when? Soon? Soon. Weeks away, maybe. But he is going to have a general election in the hopes that he gets more conservative seats, apparently, because his deal for Brexit did not pass, and they really are at a stalemate. And they did continue it. They did put another postponement on. I saw the first postponement, and I saw the second postponement. But now Boris Johnson, you know, when I was asked, do you see him in power? And it was like, oh, well, yeah, I can't really see him. I don't know. You know, I didn't do a full reading on that, but it didn't feel like I could see him in power long. So, yeah, I kind of want to know what's going on with that. But he does, in fact, have a lead. I did look it up this morning. He's got a 10-point lead in opinion polls over Jeremy Corbyn. So, okay, so let's look at Boris Johnson, okay? And then we'll look at Brexit. They have a few more months to try to make good legislation to guide this process. So Boris Johnson, Spirit. Oh boy. Tower. Heart of the matter. Okay, let me put the camera down and we shall see the cards. Okay. Tower in the heart of the matter. Okay. We have the challenge card for him is the strength card. He's had some protection. He's had its strength. Yes, turn that strength into, you know, seeing the tower through. Underneath it all, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, I think that's about, he does tend to ride out turbulence. You know, he does. He says a lot of, there's gaffes, there's, you know, things in the news that are unfavorable to him. People have mixed feelings about him. Even his supporters sometimes do. But he has tended to ride out storms. And the strength card, a lot of times in these political readings, show up as political strength. So that's the challenge, to use the political strength to overcome whatever tower is happening right now. Okay, so in the past, 9 of Cups, yeah, everybody knows Trump supports him. Yeah, okay. Above it all, we have the Page of Wands. A new plan, new goal. I've got to do this. I've got to win the election. It's that. Next thing. One thing at a time kind of thing is the Page of Wands. King of Wands in the near future. Yeah, I'm going to go back and clarify that one. At the root of the matter, yeah, that would be him in office, right? He wants that election, yes. 3 of Swords in the immediate environment. The repeated heartache, in other words, they're having a heck of a time agreeing. They're having a heck of a time agreeing. They're having a heck of a time passing a Brexit that would work, that would be feel well thought out enough to everybody. In the hopes and fears, we have the Emperor. Somehow hoping the law is in his favor. So is there some legal, there must be something in the courts. There must be challenges in the courts or something like that. So the judicial system there is very involved in this, and things are being challenged, and he's hoping it goes out in his favor. The outcome is the 4 of Swords, retreat. Clarifier is the 7 of Coins, like he doesn't have enough. Well, what the heck? We don't know what this all means. Page of Cups. Little bit of good news, though. Okay, so why I said was what the heck is because to me it's not clear whether he wins the election or not in these cards. But that could be the little bit of good news. The retreat card could mean, okay, yeah, but he still is not able to get the Brexit he wants. You know, he still is in retreat. I mean, perhaps he wins the election, but it still doesn't change anything. 7 of Coins, not enough. You know, not enough security there. Dissatisfaction. People are dissatisfied with the financial implications. People are worried about a recession. So this could also mean he loses. I mean, it could mean he loses, but I don't know. I just think these problems continue. Let's see about this King of Wands. Who is that? The Lover's card. In the immediate future. Whoever he's in partnership with, whoever he's in bed with politically. Could be 2 parties, though, too, here. You know, the King of Wands, a lot of times in the U.S. politics readings, has been Democrats, Democratic leadership. So their Labor Party is Jeremy Corbyn, right? Partnership. They're trying. I don't know. New opportunity is coming in. You know what, you guys? What I see is the struggle continues as it has been in the near future. It continues as it has been. Okay, what about Spirit overall in the outcome? What's that going to be? Oh, Queen of Wands. Okay, so eventually, new leadership is going to be coming up. I don't think it's Boris Johnson that leads the UK into the next era of prosperity. And I say that because I see that for the UK. I see them doing financially just fine, you know. But I don't think it's Boris Johnson that leads them into it. It may be another leader. Let me see what this tower is right now for Boris Johnson. I feel like his administration, his time of power is not lengthy, and it is troubled. It is beset. 5 of Wands. So the tower is, it is some sort of, you know, victory, frankly. That will be a tower moment. There's something right now that he is doing, and maybe that's calling for the new election. I don't know. I don't feel like that because that's been a few weeks in the works already. Spirit, is there anything? I feel like this is one of these situations where if I knew more about politics there, it would sure be nice. Let's see, Wheel of Fortune, though. Truth to come out. Truth to come out. It's time. It's time for that. It's time for change. It's time for those things. It's time for a cutting away. It's time. I don't get a bad feeling from the Tower, you guys. And I don't get a bad feeling about the future of the UK. Will there be a recession due to Brexit? Let's ask that. No, I just don't think that will be the issue. Ace of Coins, like money offered, financial stability offered. There are still partnerships. See, I saw this before too. That regardless of whether they do Brexit or not do Brexit, they are going to have it by the time it comes up. They're going to have it really well legislated. They're going to have partnerships with European nations, and it's going to be fine for trade for the UK, I believe. 9 of Cups. What has Trump got to do with this? Okay, some of this will depend upon how Trump does in the next few months. How Boris does will depend partly on how Trump does. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe even... The Tower could be American politics. Maybe Boris Johnson distances himself from Trump right now because it cuts him away because of all these things that are coming out, these truths that are coming out. Is that true? A little bit? Yeah, at least a little bit, because we have the Hermit. Yes, we do. He's not, he's not seeing that as a point in his favor now, that he gets along with Trump. Interesting. All right, so for Boris Johnson, we shall see what's going on soon. This is a big mess. I just feel like we have some of the same things that have been going on, that have been, probably giving hives to those over in the UK. God bless you all. We understand the political turmoil. You guys have some of your own, but I do think it's going to be okay. I do feel like if there is recession, it's not because of Brexit, and I don't know that it would be. I don't know that it would be anything that would damage the financial future of the UK, because I feel like the financial future of the UK is good. I feel like it's good. So, okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to talk about that one. Decided to end the reading here because my phone was overheating and it cut out. So we're going to end it here, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all. Bye-bye.